became irregular, happening nearly twice a month at this time. Because I was so confused by these shifts, I first tried to explain them away by saying that I was only doing night shifts. I opted to see a doctor after 2 months of trying to self-treat without success. My doctor informed me that my blood cell count had dropped significantly. This is a disease that usually calls for dialysis. The news that I had serious uterine fibroids that required emergency treatment just added insult to injury. Despite the difficulty of the decision, I knew that the physician's recommendation of a hysterectomy was in my best interest. In the days leading up to the operation, I made multiple trips to the hospital to have blood transfusions in an effort to raise my white blood cell level. As part of my road to recovery after surgery, I worked out every day to progressively regain my strength. I felt my health improving little by little, so I told myself it was worth it to go through the hellish procedure. I was unable to attend my daughter's wedding because of the difficulties I was experiencing at the time. As I was beginning to feel better in the fourth month following my procedure, destiny threw me yet another setback. I was sent to the hospital in a hurry because I was in excruciating pain due to a severe infection in the surgery site. Although the doctor could not pinpoint the source of the illness, he promised to take all necessary measures to alleviate my condition. I watched my beloved daughter and husband fight for strength in the midst of their agony in the hospital room. But being calm was a challenge due to the pain. My pulse rate slowed, and I could feel my life slipping away when all of a sudden, I was overcome with a severe vertigo. Slipped out of bed and felt like I was floating, detached from my physical form. All my suffering evaporated as I felt an overwhelming sense of warmth and entered a serene and lovely realm. A sense of calm washed over me immediately. The physicians were occupied with controlling the ventilator, while the nurses conversed nervously nearby. Out of nowhere, I felt a presence next to me. I felt a wave of relief and peace wash over me as I looked up and saw a figure standing there. Her demure countenance belied her delicate figure. Her smile, radiating love and warmth, was like a sunbeam penetrating my soul. She adorned herself in a plush robe and carried two delicate white wings, casting a glimmering light that illuminated the room. I felt embraced by this brightness, as if I were not alone. In that instant, I felt my soul's shackles lifted, and I knew she was my guardian angel. Knowing that my guardian angel was always there to support and console me lifted my fears and feelings of isolation. Even though I didn't quite comprehend it at the time, I felt the awe and wonder of existence at that same moment. To me, love meant passing from this world to the next. My guardian angel assured me that I could meet my mom here if I so desired when I inquired if she was also here. Despite the wonderful nature of the offer, I took my time to decide. I felt an indescribable calm here in this lit room, a feeling similar to what I get at church, but with 1,000 times more intensity. Feeling boundless love and peace was like entering a parallel universe. I felt the sharp jolt of agony as I was yanked back into my physical form. I came to the realization that I hadn't departed from this world when my husband sat by my bedside. Still, I could feel my guardian angel's compassion and warmth envelop me the moment I closed my eyes again. I spent the following 2 days hopping between the two dimensions. A golden light, a continuous flowing light, encircled the outline of my body as I was in the angel's presence. During this time, I had a profound sense of oneness with the cosmos and all things. In my effort to understand the meaning of existence, I bombarded the angel with questions. To discover unconditional love within and then offer it to others, she said in response to my question on our purpose on earth. We are all on this road. What differentiates us is our familiarity with love. We are all evolving and developing, thus there is no one right way to go. Reading your comment, it became crystal clear to me that love unites us all. No matter our past or present circumstances, each person's development is distinct. The angel told me, "It is up to you," as I persisted in asking if I may return to Earth. In your lifetime, you'll have multiple chances to decide whether to remain on this planet or return home. As I considered my response, I felt a strong bond with the angels and was sad to think of leaving this magical spot. My child popped into my head. I could tell that after everything she had been through, the thought of losing her mother would be unbearable. My inability to be egocentric became very clear to me. When I first laid eyes on this breathtaking location, I knew I would return to see the angels. When I considered my role, I knew I couldn't stand by and let my kid go through any more pain. The angels encircling me caught my gaze. I came to a conclusion after some time, and I went on with my life on Earth. To provide my daughter with love and support, I had to be present. No matter how much I wanted to avoid it, I had to face the fact that this was my motherly duty. Despite the brevity of my encounter with the angels, I gained insight into the significance of life, its worth, and the duty I must assume. As soon as I made a decision, something drew me back into reality. Feeling my body, my heartbeat, and my environment for the first time was a profound awakening. As my surroundings grew more apparent, I found it difficult to open my eyes. The hospital's white walls and the hum of medical equipment were visible to me. I made a concerted effort to feel my body and the movement of my fingers. My body's control started to return to me as time went on. There was the doctor, I noticed. 2 days ago, my appendix burst unexpectedly, leading to a severe infection, according to the doctor. Thanks to the antibiotics I took previously, the infection was able to contain itself and not spread. It likely would have turned out differently if my health hadn't been so wonderful. Because of this, I value life much more now. My purpose in being here is to support the people I care about, learn from my mistakes, and keep fighting for a better society. I am more prepared than ever to tackle life's obstacles head on after going through this. Leaving the hospital when my recovery was complete was a watershed moment in my life. I now view my life through a different lens, thanks to this once-in-a-lifetime event. Every day became a treasure, and I started to live it to the fullest as if it were my last. I am no longer concerned over things that used to annoy me. Rather than getting caught up in meaningless pursuits, I am resolving to savor every precious minute. I've also altered my perspective on life. Despite our differences in background and upbringing, I've come to realize that we are all bound together and ultimately heading in the same direction. I told my doctor about it on my last checkup. They weren't sure I would make it, she said, and she trusted my account. It was an invaluable experience. It caused me to reevaluate my beliefs and outlook on life and taught me to savor each passing second. It solidified my resolve to pursue my objectives. I am motivated to live my life to the fullest and to provide genuine care and love to everyone I meet as a result of this